Good people, welcome to another Fiddlehead Fiddle lesson. We're going to be talking about how to decide where your fingers go on the fingerboard, whether they should be spaced or touching, so you don't have to slide around so much when you're playing a tune. I'm Ruth Rowland, the Fiddle Geek, and this system is called scale shapes. Fiddlehead Jason and I did a workshop for his community on scale shapes, and he asked me to record this video to share with you. So any scale is a pattern of whole steps and half steps. And whole steps on the fiddle are played with fingers spaced apart, and half steps are played with fingers touching. So any scale is a pattern of spaced fingers and touching fingers, right? Spaced fingers and touching fingers, whole steps and half steps. And if you start, so say major scales, I'll just go from there. Major scales have the pattern whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. So if you're playing a major scale, starting on the first finger, you have a whole step between 1 and 2, a whole step between 2 and 3, and 3 and 4 are touching. 4 is the same as the next higher string, so a whole step between 0 and 1, whole step, half step. And if you remember what the scale shape was like on the other string, it was the same. We actually used the same scale shape for the entire octave in every major scale, from 8 notes up from one note to the next note of the same letter name. So from A to A, for instance. So that way when somebody says, let's play Buffalo Gals in the key of D, we find D. It's an open string, and we know the open string scale shape is 2 and 3 touching, everybody else spaced, and so we can be confident that our fingers will land in the right place, in approximately the right place, right? We don't have to fish around for the notes, which is it's never as fun to play that way when you're not sure where your fingers should land. If we want to go beyond that octave, right? If we want to go lower than open D or higher than 3 on A, scale shapes are still useful, but I'm going to cover that in the next video. This video is going to be going, a little bit more into scale shapes. And at the end, we'll try out all 4 scale shapes in 5 different keys on the tune Buffalo Gals. So stay tuned for that, because I'm really looking forward to it. And it'll really help you understand the scale shape system. You'll see how it works. Okay, if you don't know the tune Buffalo Gals, I'll have sheet music up in the corner, and you'll probably get it by ear anyway by the end of this video. We write scale shapes by writing out the finger numbers and then connecting them with lines that either touch on top or a loop with a space at the top. That would be a whole step. In a major scale, we only ever have one set of fingers that touches. It's always 2 and 3 touching and everybody else spaced, or 3 and 4 touching and everybody else spaced. At most, one set of fingers, right? And so sometimes we refer to the scale shapes by which fingers touch. And these symbols, right, the half step and whole step symbols, those are symbols worldwide. They're not specific to us. We didn't make them up. They're legitimate symbols. You can feel free to put them in your sheet music if you're using it, and have fun with them that way. Buffalo Gals is the perfect tune to try out these scale shapes on, because it starts on the key note. The first note is the key note. So if you're playing it in D, it starts on D, and it also only goes within the octave. The lowest note is open D, and the highest note is 3 on A. So it's a perfect tune to use for scale shape practice. Let's try it out. So the first key we're going to do is the key of D, which is just the regular Buffalo Gals. Most people play it in the key of D, which is just open D here, with the open string scale shape, which is 2 and 3 touching. Let's play a scale, just going up, just to try out the scale shape. 1, 2, ready, play. Yes? Good. And now we're going to play Buffalo Gals. 1, 2, ready, play. Great. The next key we're going to do is the key of E, which is D, E, one finger on the D string. We're going to do a little bit more slowly. Let's do a scale first again. To try out this scale shape, we're going to start on the first finger and go up 8 notes. Ready? 1, 2, ready, play. And you can also use open strings for those fourth fingers. I just like to use the fourth finger since they're right next to the third finger. It feels good. And now 1, Buffalo 2, Gals. Ready, play. Next, we're going to do the key of F, which is 2 fingers on the D string. All right, so since this starts on the key note, this is going to start on D2, which is F. The finger spacing, the scale shape for 2 fingers is all spaces. So we're going to have some low ones. Let's try that out. 1, 2, ready, play. Yes? Now for Buffalo Gals. 1, 2, ready, go. Great. Next, we're going to do the key of G, which is D, E, F, G, the third finger on the D string. So it uses the third finger scale shape, which is 1 and 2 touching. Let's try that on a scale first. 1, 2, ready, play. And now, Buffalo Gals. 2, ready, go. All right, I hope you're ready for this. This is A flat. So this is 4 fingers on the D string. And it uses the same finger spacing, the same scale shape as the open string scale, but you have to use 4th fingers for the key of A flat. So let's do a little scale first. 1, 2, ready, go. Excellent. Yeah, see, sounds like a scale. Uses that scale shape. Very good. Buffalo Gals. 1, 2, Ready, play. To do that again from this angle, so you can see I'm tending to leave my fourth finger on the string as a special trick. Let's try this again. Same speed. Let's try scale going down first from the high A flat, which is three fingers on the E string with a low one on space, and then the third finger close. 2 bows per note. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Did any of you have issues finding that fourth finger? That's why I leave my fourth finger on the string. I'm gonna do it again from this angle so you can see. A flat, Buffalo Gals. 1, 2, ready, play. I hope you enjoyed that. If you found it useful, click the link below to be taken to the next Scale Shapes video, and I'll see you there.
Go to fiddlehead.com for a progressive step-by-step course outline, color-coded tabs, play-along tracks, sheet music, and much more.
Thanks for watching the video. Excellent.
And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.